Hi, lecturer. Miss Tan. My name is Lee Zhengwei from Faculty of Information Science and Technology in Group D12. Today, my group would like to present a topic of cyber ethics, which is fraud and scam. So, what is fraud and scam? Let us talk about it. Fraud is an intentionally deceptive action designed to provide the perpetrator with an unlawful gain or to deny a right to a victim. Fraud is also the crime of gaining money or financial benefits by a trick or lying. Scam. Scam is a way of tricking people into handing over money or personal details. It is also a fraudulent business scheme. There are many types of fraud and scam. Let us see it. For the first, financial fraud. Financial fraud happens when someone deprives you of your money, your capital, or your financial health through deceptive, misleading, or other illegal practice. For the second, charity scams. It is the act of using deception to obtain money from people who will believe they donate to a charity. And the last is investment scams. What is investment scam? It is a scammer may lie to people or give the fake information about a real investment. It happens when people try to trick you into investing money. Let us see the example of fraud and scam. For the first, phishing and spoofing. It is the use of email and online messaging service to dupe victims into sharing personal data, login credentials, and financial details. For the second, identity theft. It is a stealing personal information to impersonate the victim for financial gain and fraudulent purpose. And the last, ransomware. Ransomware is a type of malware that prevents users from accessing critical data, then demanding payment in the promise of restoring access. Ransomware is typically delivered via phishing attacks. There are lots of fraud and scam occur at our surroundings, so we must be cautious. That's part from my presentation.
Hi, my name is Loy Uzun, and today I would like to present a local real-life news about scam. The topics of the news is a woman lost 217,000 ringgit Malaysia to the scammers Surgeon Jasmine and Inspector Wong. The news is reported on 8th of July in Ipoh, and the victim is a 38 years old woman who is a supervisor from a private company, and the scammers are a courier, Surgeon Jasmine, Inspector Wong, and a superior officer, Datuk Ko. Story is about the victim. She received a phone call from a courier, and the courier said that there's a package, and the victims say the package is not hers, and the courier told her to do a police report online. Soon the calls transferred to the Surgeon Jasmine, and the victims have interrogate. A few days later, the third suspect, Inspector Wong, appeared and told to the victims that the victims had an arrest warrant. Then, superior officers Datuk Ko appeared and ordered the victims to follow his instructions to transfer her savings and loans to 6 financial institutions. Last, the victims transfer about 270,000 ringgit Malaysia to several account which is given by the suspects from 27 June to 30 June. And next, I would like to talk about social issues in this news. The first one is financial harm. The victims had a lot of savings and loans. As she is a supervisor of a private company, the suspects tricked her to transfer her savings to other accounts, and it can result in significant financial losses for the victims. The victim's life will be affected if the victims need the savings for other purposes, such as victims need to buy a house or a car. And it also will affect the victim's family, as victims not have enough money for living expenses or reserve for the cover contingencies. Next, the second social issues of the news is cybercrime and technology. The convenience of technology makes suspects can easily get the victim's personal information. In the news, the suspect gets the phone number, name and address of the victims. Besides, the suspects create a fake personal information such as the Inspector Wong to carry out a scam to the victims. As suspects communicated with victims through the phone, the victims cannot confirm that the personal information of the suspect is fake. Therefore, the victims will believe that the suspects are telling the truth, and the victims will follow their instruction. And the last social issues in the news is psychological manipulations. The suspects use the psychological tactics to manipulate the victims. For example, the suspects create a nervous and fear situations to the victims and make the victims feel panic, and then the victims will follow the instruction from the suspects. In the news, the arrest warrant and the criminal activities become a tool to control the victims, as the victims were scared about it.
Now I will be exploring the international real-life news and social issue of the news. This news happened in a country around us. This country is Bangkok, Thailand. This news is talking about the man killed family after online scam left them in massive debt. The content of the news is in a tragic incident in Bangkok. The man, Sunny Tokmai, allegedly murdered his wife and 2 sons, and then tried to end his life due to mounting debt from a loan scam. Sunny became a guarantor for the death of a missing friend, which left him with a huge debt. His wife tried to help, but she fell victim to an online loan scam and lost more than 1.7 million baht, $48,000. Now I'm exploring the social issue. For the first social issue is cyber scam and scams. This news story is about case of online fund in which Sunny was the guarantor for his friend debt of 400,000 baht. Sunny's wife wanted to take out a loan to help him pay off the debt, but Sunny's wife fell into the trap of the scam. Due to the advancement of online technology, it is very easy for Sunny's wife to find a loan platform on the internet. The scammer also used internet technology to lure Sunny's wife into taking out a loan from them and then tricked her into transferring the money. The scammer claimed to charge different fee for the transfer. Sunny's wife reported that she had lost over 1.7 million baht within the past week. In the end, Sunny ended the life of his wife and 2 children, and then tried to end his own life because of the deal. Internet scams not only affected the individual, but also have repercussions for the entire family. Hence, the public should remain vigilant against cyber criminals and scams. The second social issue is lack of cybersecurity awareness. Lack of cybersecurity awareness in this news highlight an indispensable social problem. This issue not only affect personal issues, but also implicate the whole society. In this case, a family was caught up in a loan scam and fell into a financial crisis that led to tragedy. If they were more aware of cybersecurity, they may be better able to identify online scams and be wary of online loan platforms. Thus, they can avoid falling into online scams. This incident shows that society needs to constantly raise awareness of cybersecurity and be alert to information on the internet in order to better protect personal information, finance, and society. The next member will share the conclusion about 2 news above.
Hi, my name is Chan Xing Yi. As we know, scam is tricking someone into handing over money. It usually happens to someone who is unaware of danger. I would relate it to the local real-life news that my friend Yuzen presented. The scammers will tell the victim that he or she has committed crime and need to be interrogated by the authority. In this case, same as the real-life news, the victim is interrogated by a fake police officer. In this situation, the victim will feel scared and nervous. Therefore, they will lose their rationale to think whether it is an invalid statement from the fake police officer. These cases are usually happen to elders and working people because they might not identify the scammers due to aging and busy working. In addition, I would relate scam to 2 ethical perspectives, which is utilitarianism and deontological theory. Based on utilitarian ground, scams are unethical because they result in harm to others. When people or groups are misled or scammed, it has a negative impact on society. In the local real-life news, the victim lost a lot of money, while in the international real-life news, the victim lost his family members and also money in the end. Based on deontological grounds, scamming someone is considered as dishonesty because the scammers give false information, as in the real-life news, the victim believed on the fake arrest warrants and lost money. Ultimately, regardless of one's age, occupation, or community, it is crucial to remain vigilant and exercise caution when confronted with potential scams. Identify the authenticity of information provided by callers is imperative. Rather than hastily making decisions or seeking immediate assistance, taking these precautions is essential to safeguard our personal assets, particularly our finances, from falling victim to scams. And that's all from me and my group. Thank you.